Welcome back, everybody, to the Call of Duty Rec League. We got some Silver East pre-made action in this quarterfinal matchup between the Old Guys Texas and the Boston Burgers. We're here on Greenberg Hotel. We switched casters. Instead of Brendy with me, I now have my good buddy Logan with me. Logan, how are you feeling on this fine night?
Oh, Jake, we're doing good, and we're getting right into the action. We have some more CRL playoffs. Looking into this game so far, it looked like OGT got a couple of break-off kills, but the kills are now starting to go back and forth, and it looks like Boston is still trying to flip to this P2.
Yeah, I mean, good fight for P1 here. Just, you know, a little bit of some information for the stream if you are watching. Since both of these teams are green, it's kind of difficult to make those arrow colors, you know, a little bit different. So we got Boston Burgers as the white arrows. We got Old Guys Texas as the green arrows. So keep that in mind. Old Guys Texas, they get the rotation to the P2 hill, and, you know, after a good amount of time on that P1, they got to be feeling good.
Yeah, feeling good, but as we say that, OGT is set up for this P2. The kills are coming through. That is 3 for OGT. DevX for the side of Boston Burgers, the last one alive to make something happen. Looks like he's gonna wait for his teammates, wait for another push here. But we have Wags in the back trying to make something happen, but he gets sniffed out. He gets killed. So most of this time going to OGT. Boston has another chance to break here.
Ozza in kind of a solid spot here. His teammates just need to get around him. Nate Dogg, enormous two-piece down at the spot area. Ozza really just has nothing to really react to it. I mean, it's kind of hard to break a hill when you got Nate Dogg popping 5 sprees in your face. Picks up a 6th as well, so he's got that cruise missile in hand just off of the inception of this game so far. You also have Shiesty rotating to the P3. Wow. A two-piece as well. I mean, you got to think the Boston Burgers in quite the blender right now. Old Guys Texas popping off when it matters most. It's playoff time.
OGT starting this map off fantastically, rotating to the hills, getting the kills, soaking the time, and Shiesty just having a great life here on a 5, finding all the kills for OGT. As he's on a 5 here, looking for a 6. He does clear him out, so he's going to be holding mid. The rest of his team is going to be locking down the hill. And man, Shiesty still popping off here, looking for his 7th, playing his life. His teammates are close, helping him out. Looks like he's going to rotate over. He's coming back, just rotating. Wow.
I mean, the Old Guys Texas squad, it's the Shiesty and Nate Dogg duo right now, combined for 25 and 5 on the map so far. Those are your main AR players. It's exactly what you like to see out of them. Another 7 spree for Nate Dogg, 16 and 3 with that pack 56. And that's exactly what you want. You know, if you're Boston Burgers, this is definitely not the start you wanted, but, you know, Hotel, a lot of money hills here. You can capture a lot of time on some of these hills, so maybe this P4 will be where things start for them. A full 60 could maybe break things back into it, but as I say it, Old Guys Texas, they find the kills, and they find their way back onto the hill. I mean, Old Guys Texas are looking like a well-oiled machine here on Greenberg Hotel.
Yeah, I mean, they're able to hold hills, break hills, rotate. They're doing it all right now as the entire kill feed is lighting up green. The kills are going their way. They have the hill locked down. Boston Burgers just don't have an answer at this moment in time, but hopefully they can get back into the swing of things as the kills are still coming through for OGT. Finally, DevX able to break it up. Looks like they're still trying to break this hill, but at this point, Jake, you got to think it might be time to just rotate to new.
I mean, Nate Dogg putting on a show right now. 23 and 4. An absolutely unbelievable stat line to start out the playoff run if you are Old Guys Texas. I mean, the slang is just so forever in their favor as of now. You got DevX. He has rotated to this new hill, but you got to wait for your teammates as well, and Loxius is trying to sneak his way on in. It's going to be Shiesty trying to sneak on in for the squad. He gets the snakes. He picks up a 2nd, and wow. I mean, Old Guys Texas, they are absolutely frying right now, Logan.
I mean, yeah, they are. They're just doing a great job of using the teamwork, using the numbers, and getting these crucial kills to break onto the hill. And then once they're on it, Jake, I mean, Shiesty just absolutely, you know, using his snake technique and dropping some kills. So here comes another one. He's looking for some of these spawn players, Shiesty and Locks in the kill feed, just clearing them out. I mean, honestly, Jake, OGT is looking final right now.
I think final is definitely the way to put it. These guys are looking like, you know, Championship Halo Optic Gaming, as you would say. You know, Cold War Atlanta phase. I mean, just so many examples to use. They find the rotation here to the P6, and I mean, they find themselves up 176 points. I mean, that's definitely a good spot to be in if you're Old Guys Texas.
Yeah, a great spot. They do have enough time on this hill to end the game here. The kills are still coming through for OGT. I mean, we just can't say it enough, Jake. They've just been slaying, picking up the cuts and holding the spawn. So, it's just going in their favor. Shicey's still trying to lock down this bottom garage hill, and he's doing just that. Devex able to find one. Maybe he can shake things up a little bit here, but no, OGT is just too strong. They are locking this down. 20 seconds until they win this map, Jake.
Yeah, you got Loxius. He's trying to find a kill streak of his own. He finds Wags as well, looking for another one. He sees that player on the outer side of the map. Shiesty is able to pick him up. Shiesty picks up DevX as well. 237 and counting. They can't win it here, but they definitely can win it on the P1. No doubt about it. Shots are in. Now it's Loxius who's on the streak. And 5 seconds left to go. The hill pops. Can Boston Burgers make something happen? The three fires are in, and that's going to do it. Logan, Old Guys Texas, they win the map 1, and I mean, what a performance out of them.
I mean, yeah, they just absolutely popped off for us on the Call of Duty Bravo stream here. I mean, what a matchup. OGT just comes out swinging, and they finish this game strong.
Yeah, I mean, you got we got a series on our hands here, folks. Old Guys Texas versus the Boston Burgers. Old Guys Texas go up 1-0 after a very solid first map hard point. Coco, though, he picks up the first blood. Looks like Old Guys Texas, they want to go to B, but now Boston Burgers, they are aware of the push, and they put themselves in a winning position, 2v2 position now. Both of these Old Guys Texas players are stacked up, but the B site is not open now. 1v2 for Loxius.
1v2 for Loxius. Let's see what he can get done here. As he looks like he's trying to hit a route, maybe try and hit side door and get a timing, but I think they're ready for it. They are. And now you see number 5 on your screen, Devex rotating over to the lobby hill. Lox gets a good timing here. It looks like he might be able to sneak into B here, Jake.
Yeah, he absolutely does. He plays the time perfectly, but Wags does turn around. As player 5, DevX, does check the A site, they do have an idea of where he's going to be. He pops the Deddy. He gets spotted by Wags, no doubt about it. The shots come in. 39 health left to go for Loxius. Now, both of the Boston Burgers know exactly where he is. Just don't challenge one at a time, and it does not matter. They're able to win the round 1. Boston Burgers bounce back from a rough hard point with a round win in Search and Destroy. And, I mean, if you're Boston, that's exactly what you wanted.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing, Jake. That's what you need to bounce back into this series. We still have potentially 3 more maps after this, Jake, so they got to lock in and start winning some more rounds of this S&D.
Absolutely. Now, Old Guys Texas, they're on the defensive end. Let's see what they can do on it, Boston Burgers. You know, what we've been seeing a lot here on the CRL stream is a lot of teams on the Search and Destroy map, they like to opt to go the route of B. Let's see what Boston Burgers want to do this time. They are leaning toward that A site. You got 2 Old Guys Texas members, in those default spots, 1 top, 1 bottom Betty. Boston Burgers just trying to see what can they do with it. DevX does spot that player mid, but no motion yet from either team.
Yeah, and we might see this as the game progresses. These rounds might slow down a little more. Boston Burgers let Old Guys Texas kind of carry the pace last game, so they might try and slow it down and take control of this game. They are able to get the bomb down. Some trades do come through. We are in a 3v3 situation. Dev does find one in the back, but Lox, Nate Dogg, and Roxy all finding one. So a good round. OGT bounces back. This game's going to be tied up 1-1.
Yep, 1-1. Great retake out of Old Guys Texas. Boston Burgers, they're quick to get that bomb down, but, not a lot of, map progression out of them. They don't really take control of that bedside area. They try to back on up, but, they catch a bad timing there. Old Guys Texas able to sneak on in, get that defuse. Good defensive round out of them. 2 good defenses for them. And we got a sniper out for Roxy. Let's see what he can do with that on the offensive end. Looks like he's going to stick with it.
Oh, I'm excited. I love a good sniper player. Roxy deciding to pull it out here in this round 3. It looks like Old Guys Texas will be hitting this A site, so he's probably going to post up and try to find one in Betty or out here up top.
No players to be spotted. Nobody really peeking. Shicey does pick one up onto Wags. Wags tried to get the 2 big kills out of Shicey right there. Nate Dogg picks up one as well, and I mean that's just great coverage for your teammate. Roxy, pretty one-shot there at that point, but his teammate is able to pick him up. Now it's going to be DevX, left in a 1v4, makes it a 1v3, but only 35 seconds left to work with. We got Loxius making his way toward the tunnel side area. DevX might have picked the right angle, but Shiesty is able to pick him up. Just a big amount of first bloods for the Old Guys Texas, and they use it perfectly to their advantage.
Yep, textbook round out of OGT as they find 3 in the front. And, the last guy on the burgers on the pinch. The pinch comes through a little slow, and they just turn around and clean him up. So a great round out of OGT. They take the lead here 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1 lead now. A big offensive win. Now you force Boston Burgers to win an offense of their own if they want to keep this game close. DevX, the star player for Boston Burgers right now, starting out at 4-2. On the other side, we got Shiesty sitting at 5-2, really setting pace on the map for the Old Guys Texas. Looks like Boston Burgers want to go that B route. Similar to the A side, there's going to be 2 players over here. Nate Dogg does get spotted in that TV area. He gets taken down, first blood. Let's see what Loxy is going to do with that Baznev. He is able to pick one up in that double arches area, but the A site or the B site completely for the Boston Burgers taking. They will get this bomb down. Now, how will Old Guys Texas opt to retake this here?
Yeah, it looks like they're sending one to the backside of Kitchen, but he does get cleaned up by DevX there. 6-2 on a 2 streak. Absolutely frying. Roxy trying to hit the front here. He's got one in freezer, so it looks like they're going to hit this out. Let's see what happens with these gunfights as they finally do chow, but Ozza finds one, leaving Lox by himself in a 1v3. 13 seconds. Time is not in his favor, Jake.
Yeah, and if you're Boston Burgers, you probably just want one of your players to just sprint on away because, if you give up a couple of bloods, I mean, that could have gotten dangerous for the Boston Burgers, but they're able to shut it down real quickly. Boston Burgers pick up another round, and I like the B push. It worked to perfection. They kind of bait out Nate Dogg in that TV area. They punish him off of it. They take that B site, and, that's kind of the idea around that B site, Logan. You can get that bomb down if you open it on up, and then, it's so hard to break back in.
It is. There's so many tables in there. A lot of people, like to use the crouch mechanism, snaking, but, Boston Burgers get it done. We're tied up 2-2 here. Rounds going back and forth.
Rounds are going back and forth. It's going to be Old Guys Texas going back to their trusty, dusty A push. Ooh, we got some big aggression out of them. Dropping the bomb down real quickly. Let's see if player A can kind of make something happen. Laying down prone, trying to get those shots off. But we got 3 Old Guys Texas players making their way through that left side of the map, that bottom mini map. Roxy is able to pick up one onto DevX. The kill still coming in for the side of Old Guys Texas. There's another one. Now it's going to leave Coco all alone. He does get one, but it's going to be very hard to win these. I feel like this is what we're seeing from Boston Burgers so far. It's either like, they're able to win a round, or it's just like the round is very tough for them to win. A lot of 1v3s, a lot of 1v4s for Boston Burgers, but they're still able to win some of these rounds. Old Guys Texas, they take that one for their own, go up 3-2 in the map here.
Up 3-2. Boston Burgers need to have a good bounce back in this offense, and I think that's what's been working for them, Jake. So, maybe we might see them hit out B here again. It worked for them last time. Maybe they try it off the rip here. We're just going to have to wait and find out, but they're definitely not out of this one.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, they've sent B enough to where, Old Guys Texas really has to respect that. I think what I would like to see out of Boston Burgers is kind of a slow A, fake B approach, but they're going to go straight to that A site. We got kind of the same setup from the Old Guys Texas that we saw last time. 2 players at that bottom Betty area. What can Wags do? He does get taken down. Roxy is able to pick up one. Now a 2v3 scenario. You see Loxy, he's quick to push through that Shandy side area. He has Daddy popped. They have no idea he's here, and I could only imagine they have no idea this player is this fast on the flank.
Fast on the flank. He hits it. He finds one. He goes for the ego chow. He isn't able to clean up Coco. So Coco left in the 1v2, but he does get cleaned up. So another good round out of OGT. The flank just comes through, Jake, and they didn't expect it. He popped his Daddy, and they found the kill. So up 4-2 here in this map too.
Yeah, I mean, now we see in these rounds, like, I feel like, OGT was kind of letting the game come to them, but, they have that gun skill that we saw on that map 1. I feel like they have to kind of, start to get aggressive here on these rounds. I feel like it can be hard at times on Hotel, so I don't really knock them for it, but we saw player 1. He goes in so quick. He breaks up that 2v3 scenario so fast. And what do Old Guys Texas want to do on the offense here now? Looks like we got another B push from the squad.
Oh, another B push. I love my B pushes, Jake. On Hotel, everyone hitting through connector. 2 gonna be hitting towards his freezer, but DevX is here. He finds 1, so that's a good kill. He is playing his life. This is good. The kills are coming through. Coco able to find 1. Shicey does clean him up, but Nate Dogg
Oh,
finds a second one. So, and just like that, Boston Burgers left in a 1v2. Wags, last one alive.
couple of convenient scenarios for the Old Guys Texas lead them to a 2v1 scenario, and Shiesty is able to pick up the last one. I mean, tough gunfight for that first player pushing TV, and you know the double beatdown is a menace, no doubt about it. So, you know, Old Guys Texas able to turn an unfavorable round into a 2v1 very quickly. We got Shiesty over here at 9-4, being that X Factor player for the Old Guys Texas, 9-4 so far, and he's doing that with the TAC 56, looking solid as a squad.
And with that being said, we are match point with OGT. They are here on defense. Boston Burgers have to win 4 straight. Can they do it? I think they can do it, Jake. They just got to put some of these pushes here together.
Yeah, they absolutely do. Let's see what Loxias sees here, because all these players are going to be going toward the B side. And I really like the quick pinch out of Loxias. Boston Burgers need to move quick, but DevX does a great job of sniffing it out. He sees the last 2 players at that cat area. He puts a lot of shots into Rousey, but he's not able to find that kill. 2v4 scenario, though, if you're Boston Burgers. Very solid round to win if you're able to do it here. The pistol comes out for Rousey. You see Wags pushing through the back, but Coco's able to pick him up. Shicey now left in a 1v3, and if it's anybody for Old Guys Texas, you're definitely glad that it's Shiesty.
Yep, Shicey, this is your man. But Boston Burgers clean him up, and they say they are not done. So they win that round. They are now 5-3 in this map too. It's never over, Jake.
It absolutely is not, especially when you get to that 5-3 threshold. You know, we saw Boston Burgers here down 5-2 at some point. And now, you know, to make it 5-3, that's where the comeback really starts to come into play. You find yourselves on the defensive end yet again. I think if you're Boston Burgers, you know, one of these defenses could really make the difference for you here. I feel like you've had some success here on the offense, but the defense definitely not treating you as kindly.
Definitely not treating them as kindly, and they haven't been able to find those first bloods on the defense. So hopefully here they are able to find a couple, as OGT is going to be hitting this A site. Coco able to find that first blood, so that's huge. But Old Guys Texas do cross the bomb. Wags able to clear him up off bomb. So this is a great start for Boston in a 4v2. Ozza does get found, but he does play his life. Shicey back here in T2, trying to play a cover up the pinch. Roxy able to find 1, looking for 2, but also does find the trade. So Shicey stuck here in this back V2. They do find him, and honestly, Jake, a great round out of Boston. That's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, and you said it perfectly before we started that round. They haven't found a lot of those first bloods on that defensive end, but Coco's able to find that opening blood, and very quickly things start to snowball for the Boston Burgers. They now only find themselves down 5-2, and this would be a great map to win after a tough map 1. You know, get some pep in your step. You got to be feeling good after this map 2. If you're able to take it home, you would get that momentum in your favor, but they're not out of it yet. Old Guys Texas still at match point. That comeback is definitely looming, though.
It's looming. Boston Burgers on a 2-round streak. Can they keep it going? Make this go round 11. Looks like they are going to be hitting this A site, and it looks like they're, you know, playing a little faster than last time, Jake, and it might work out. Coco able to get into that bottom bedroom. No kills have come through yet. Shiesty trying to find 1, and there we go. Nate Dogg and Shiesty, the duo from map 1, finding the first 2 bloods, and you know, Jake, that might have sealed it.
That might have sealed the deal. Now it's DevX left in a 1v4 scenario. He does have this B bomb open for his likening. And, you know, I got to be honest, if he was to make a 1v4 happen, it would start with this B plant, especially with all of the Old Guys Texas members on the other side of the map. They're going to be very quick to react, though. Let's see if maybe DevX can find a couple of these players caught off guard. Nobody's made their way into that site yet. He's going to find Rousey. He's looking for a second. He has made his way onto that bomb site, though. You got 3 Old Guys Texas members holding that bomb site. The defuse starting to come in. It's going to be Shiesty in the back, though, and he's able to make the kill happen. Nate Dogg gets the defuse, and just like that, before the comeback, as soon as the comeback is started, Old Guys Texas shut the door on him.
They shut it down, and they do not let the game get out of hand. So that's Old Guys Texas taking map 2 and a 2-0 lead in the map count. So on to map 3, we will have control coming up. Jake, do you know the map?
It's going to be back, everybody, to the quarterfinals of Silver East Premade. We got the Old Guys Texas up 2-0 in the series against the Boston Burgers. They look fantastic in the map 1. map 2 a lot closer, but let's see if Old Guys Texas can harness some of that hard point energy. Let's see if the Boston Burgers can use their teamwork to their effect. We will see it now. But Old Guys Texas, they're already finding a 3-stack onto this B point.
Yeah, starting right where they left off in the map 2, they are frying, they are finding the first bloods, and just like that, Jake, they have almost 2 ticks on this B site. Wag's able to find one over at that A site, so he's probably going to be working on a pinch, but it's looking like this B point is going to be coming through for Old Guys Texas.
I mean, a very quick capture out of Old Guys Texas. Let's see if they can find the push over to the A point. We do know that A point to be a little bit easier to acquire. Nate Dogg already opening things up, though. Player 2 hops on as well. Lauxius playing control here at the top area. Nate Dogg does get taken down. Lauxius quick to react. Rauxy with an enormous 2-piece. Another push onto the point, and it's back and forth, Logan.
It is back and forth, but Ozza finally able to get into the point. He's contesting right now, trying to play his life. He knows there's a player close to him, just waiting for his teammates to get back. Locks finally deciding to chow. He finds one, but Coco jumps in and trades him out. So the kills are still going back and forth here, Jake.
Very much so. Boston Burgers doing a great job of keeping it defended right now. They are really corralling these players. Coco with a big 2-piece. Finds himself on a 4 streak. Andy spots Nate Dogg. Doesn't look like Nate Dogg's ready for the flank as well. He does get taken down. Old Guys Texas do get a ticket A, but Boston Burgers definitely with control. Only down 4 lives currently.
Yep, they are able to finally get control of that hill. You pointed out Coco on a 4 streak, so maybe these Boston Burger players are finally starting to heat up. But as we say that, Old Guys Texas do find one in the kill feed. They're able to get a trade, but trades are still going back and forth. They're on the hill, still fighting for this time. Halfway through the final tick, they need to find this player. They're able to find him, but Ozza gets the kill. Jake, this is crazy, going back and forth.
Minute 30 left to go for the Boston Burgers to defend this point. Feel like if they're able to win this, it might be off of lives here, but 2 kills come in for the Old Guys Texas. Looks like Ozza's going to really have to try to get at least one on this push. There's 4 Old Guys Texas players on the point right now. Shiesty's able to pick up one of his own, and it is going up so fast, Logan. The A-cap comes in just like that, and Old Guys Texas get their first offense on the board.
Yep, I mean, they were just able to all get onto that hill at the same time, clear out Ozza, and then from there, Jake, they find the second, and I mean, you have 3 players on the time. That tick is going to capture quick, and that's exactly what they did. So Old Guys Texas able to find the first round up 1-0.
Up 1-0 they are. Let's see what Boston Burgers can do on the offensive end, because one thing you can say about the Boston Burgers is their teamwork is solid, and that's exactly where you need it, is on these offensive rounds. If Boston Burgers have any chance to respond to the Old Guys Texas right now, I feel like now is their time to do it. We see the push from Boston Burgers. It's going to be going into this middle area, and you do have to get mid control if you want to fight any of these sites, but Coco kind of picking off where he left off. He does get taken down. Dev all alone. He does find the kill. They still have this mid control, and it kind of gives Boston Burgers the option to go whichever direction they want.
Yeah, and it looks like they decide to go towards this B push, and that's a great stick out of DevX, but Locke's able to clean him up there. So the push just gets slowed down here for the time being, but Wag's able to clean up Shiesty in their spawn. So, looks like Boston Burgers are going to try and get some more mid control here and maybe work towards that A point.
It is very possible, but you're going to have Lauxius trying to amplify the pressure here in this bottom blue area. He picks up Wags, and now he finds himself behind the rest of the Boston Burgers. He has free ground to push on in here, and his teammate Nate Dogg is picking up kills as well. DevX, the only one on the point. It's going to be Shiesty trying to pick him up. He does get taken down, but the Boston Burgers, Wags, has found himself onto that B point. But, with two people on this stack here, you're going to have to find a couple of kills behind it, and that's where Boston Burgers are currently struggling.
Yeah, they are. They it seems like they kind of have some staggered pushes. Maybe if they just group up here and decide to push one of these hills together, and they might be able to get something done. But with that being said, DevX is able to get into their closet and find one. He hops onto this B point. He sees Nate Dogg in front of him. He is able to clean him up. So Boston able to finally get a little bit of control on this hill. But as I say that, OGT is flooding in. DevX on a 3. He's playing his life, but there's just too many OGT players, and they were able to clean him up and make this push back to their spawn.
Yeah, I mean, Old Guys Texas looking fantastic, and it's off the back of Shiesty yet again. 14-7 for the man. He's got the OGT emblem on his gun, and he's repping the set, no doubt about it. He's got the heady in play. He's got the TAC 56 in hand, and these Boston Burgers, it's going to be a tough road to get on this A point, but wow, what a gun win out of Coco. He hops on the point at the final hour. They have 2 ticks on to B. I mean, if they can find A here, they might be getting their hand into the honey pot, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it looks like they're able to finally get this A point secured. They only need 1 tick at B, but we are going to have to keep an eye on those lives. OGT does have 14 and Boston only has 7, so these next couple kills are going to be crucial. And as I say that, Roxy able to clean up Coco in bottom lockers. So, you know, these kills are going back and forth, but the lives are running out.
They absolutely are. Logan Nate Dogg in a fantastic spot. He's going to be that anchor player for the Boston Burgers. They pick up 3 kills. It's going to be Coco all alone. You still got 36 seconds left to go, but you only have 3 lives left. It's going to be Ozza and DevX left all alone. Now it's DevX versus the world. 30 seconds left to go. I mean, the Boston Burgers, they were looking good, but that round ends there. They get 5 ticks, but Old Guys Texas find themselves up 2-0 in the map.
Yeah, Old Guys Texas just do a great job there on defense of clearing them out. You know, they give up that A point, but they're able to keep them from capturing that B point. So, you know, a good round out of them. But, you know, if you're Boston Burgers here, Jake, it's not over. You know, that's a tough offense to lose, but you're able to get 5 ticks from it. So you just got to load into this defense, you know, put them in the blender and get back.
I agree with you there, Logan, especially in this game where it's like, you know, offense and defense can both win on either side at times. It's like Boston Burgers had a great chance to win that offense right there. If they can lock in this defense and then try to make something happen on the next offense, this could definitely go to round 5. But right now, the whole world is watching the Old Guys Texas players, and Shiesty is the main spotlight right now. 17 and 9 with that scar. The headshots are in. This is looking like a replay of the round 1 Boston Burgers or Old Guys Texas. They just get on the point so quickly. You got Shiesty holding down those players in the spawn. Some crisp, clean shots from the TAC. Wags is able to pick up 2 though, and that is a great cruise missile out of Lauxius. Now, they finally find all those players off the point, but now Boston Burgers, they make their way toward that A side.
Yeah, Boston, you know, does a great job there. You know, they don't find the initial kills. They get onto the B point, but they're able to get on the pinch and clear them off. But as that does all happen, OGT does find themselves running over to this A point, and they are stacking it. That second tick does come through. So if you're Boston, you know, maybe try to clear them off if you can. But if not, you just got to back up and play for that B point, Jake.
They get that point in, but Rauxy is already here on the B point, and it's going to be player 7, Wags. He's going to have to shut him down. He does end up running off. He gets a lot of that capture point there in the moment, but Wags does a great job of hopping onto that point. The Boston Burgers are going to have to hold off here. Old Guys Texas are swarming right now. It's going to be Rauxy. Nate Dogg picks up 2. Can he get the 3rd as well? Rauxy is in there for the assistance. Player 5, DevX, he's there as well, and just as quick as it started, the Old Guys Texas win the map 3 control 3-0 and move on in these MW2 playoffs.
I mean, wow, if I'm Old Guys Texas, I am feeling good right now, Jake. I'm on top of the world. You know, that first playoff match comes through and you get a hot 3-0. So